Hectic night overnight for DC firefighters. 3 fires broke out in less than 2 hours. Here's a map. This was between 11:30 last night and 1 this morning. They were called to 2 fires in Northeast, yet another in Northwest. And the bad news here is we have some serious injuries, including a firefighter who was hit by a fire truck approaching the scene.
Yeah, WUSA 9's Evan Koslov joins us now live from the MedStar Washington Hospital Center. So, Evan, what do we know about that firefighter's condition at this point? What are you hearing?
Well, as far as the condition goes, right now he's still in critical condition. We were told that he had surgery from an injury above the waist. They couldn't go into more detail about what exactly the injury was, but as of now, that's the latest. It's critical. We have learned a lot about who this firefighter was. He was a 28-year-old. His name is Dane Smothers. He's only been a firefighter for about 3 months, so not too long, but firefighting is in his family. His uncle was a firefighter, is a firefighter as well. So definitely this is a stunning thing for a lot of the firefighters who are shocked to hear about this. Let's show you some video about where this all happened. This was the first of 3 fires in just an hour and a half. This one was at 800 F Street in Northeast, a heavy fire in that first floor of a row home. And Smothers was hit by another fire truck. That's what put him here in the hospital at MedStar. We did speak with the assistant chief about how everybody's doing as they reflect on this. Take a listen.
It's clearly a tough situation to be in. We had a house that was heavily involved on the first floor with attached exposures on either end, and our members, while at the same time caring for a member that was critically injured, was able to prevent the fire from spreading to the attached dwellings up and each way up and down the block. So they did a heck of a job under extremely adverse conditions.
Yeah, heck of a job with adverse conditions. That's how he's describing their actions. Now, there were 2 other fires that we're going to talk to you guys about. The second one was just about 50 minutes later after the first one. It was at Buchanan Street in Northeast. There were actually 2 police officers there already going to rescue 2 elderly residents inside. What we're being told by DC Fire is that one of the residents, a man, had serious injuries. Meanwhile, 1 woman inside, as well as the 2 officers, are doing just fine with just minor injuries. Now to that 3rd fire, and again, this is 40 minutes later, so we're talking about an hour and a half stretch. This one was at Van Buren Street in Northwest. There was a fire in the basement, and one firefighter, actually, another firefighter, had minor injuries in that one. So definitely a very chaotic overnight for DC Fire. An hour and a half, 3 fires, 6 injuries, 2 firefighters hurt, including 1 critical, 2 residents also facing injuries, and 2 police officers facing injuries. So it was a very chaotic evening, to say the least. They also wanted to thank some of the other fire departments that stepped up and helped them when they were spread pretty thin. So that's the very latest. As soon as we learn more about how Smothers is doing, we'll be sure to let you guys know. Mike Jan on us.
And all that in 90 minutes. Amazing, Evan. Thank you. And to get the latest on this breaking